that's part of the reason why I like the idea of moving to Austin is just for the visuals, and I want to get there before it becomes what Houston has become. And
what has Houston become? Talk to me about what Houston become.
Houston has become like the suburbs are now just as. You want mine?
Is there more?
Yes, pero agarra este.
Houston has become what?
Another one so I can eat my second one on the second chat.
Houston.
I'll have to get another one after.
Houston has done what?
Damn, and you got a good one. Tiene chingo de chilito.
She got jealous.
Yes, these are my favorite. Ew, that's disgusting. You're so gross. Mira, okay. So like the suburbs. The suburbs.
Okay, explain to me.
The suburbs are like just as big as Houston now. In the sense that they have like enough people in that hole for it to not be like distance no more. They no distance from nobody. All the houses look the same. All these little.
That's the whack part about it.
That's what I'm saying. Y luego Houston now is becoming all these HOAs are fucking and like
popping
big
up
ass
everywhere.
popping
I still
up
don't
everywhere.
have an HOA in my house over here.
Thank fucking God, dog. Because they're horrible. No te dejan hacer ni madres. And then.
No individuality.
Not a single.
Yo, let's talk about HOAs. Are you for or against HOA?
Okay, so see, I just recently had a conversation with somebody who works for a property management company in the HOA department.
And what did they say? They fucks with the HOA?
And they said they kind of don't, but they
don't?
work for it. Yeah. So I was all like, well, what
don't
is
say their name. Don't out them. Don't get them fired.
So I was all like, what is it that y'all do? Like, what is an HOA? I've never had one. I never understood it too much. And they were like,
we from the ghetto. We don't have
we don't got no
HOAs.
HOAs.
The HOA is the gang outside.
Yeah.
Pay your fees.
It's the crack house down the street. That's
pay your fees.
Pay your fees. Yeah.
Never mind. We're not gonna talk about that.
Let's not do that.
That's some old school shit.
Yeah. But so they're talking about how like HOAs are very big on like protecting your property from devaluing itself.
Sure.
Which I never even that didn't cross my mind. I was like, nah, they just assholes.
I don't know what that means.
That just means that like
my instinct when I see that a HOA's mission statement is to not devalue the properties, and all that tells me is that you probably are not going to accept my money because I'm brown.
Wait, what?
That's my instinct. I'm sorry I made it a little racial.
Yeah, you did.
But like my instinct is that if you have a HOA and your mission statement is like, we're here to make sure that your property value doesn't go down, then that means that like you're going to look at me as an applicant and you're going to be like, you Mexican
property
as fuck.
value down.
You know what I mean? And then you're going to deny me.
Well, no, that's not really what that means. Because there's a lot of Hispanics in HOAs that live in like the suburbs and stuff like that.
Oh, but you don't need an HOA in the suburb.
I know.
Your property ain't gonna go up or down mucho. You know what I mean? Like it ain't gonna go up or down that much, bro. Like you in the suburbs.
The way it works is that they don't let you do like deface your property. Yeah. They also don't
deface.
By deface, doing what mom and dad do, which is leave shit all over the front of the house. That's what they mean. And so it's like, because if a potential buyer is trying to buy your home, but your next door neighbor and your other next door neighbor got all these like shit everywhere, the HOA is like they're
less likely to buy the home.
They're less likely to buy your home because they'll be like, I'm not gonna buy your home when it's all got all this.
But then they get like crazy stupid because.
But then they get stupid, but yeah, they do. Because
you seen those videos of the ring door cams when where like some dude will be like, I'm part of the HOA department, and
I saw
that car that's outside has been parked there for more than 3 days, and that's a clear violation. And then they'll show up again with the lawyer. I'm like, bro, don't show up to my house when the lawyer talking about where I can't park my car. That's a problem. You know, I look at those videos and I'm like, bro, what? The way that I'd be like, I'm about to show up to your house with no lawyer. I'm about to show up with my family. Like,
my biggest thing.
You said, well, we could do what?
I don't know what. I mean, I'm sure there are more benefits to HOAs.
All right, let me put my corporate hat on.
But I don't like it. Get the fuck away from my house, dog. Like, don't leave me alone. Like, let me have my house and do. But that's part of the reason why I'm trying to move somewhere where I got lots of space.
All right, let me get my corporate hat on. Presumably, if I had to think like a corporate company, or if I had to think like a mortgage company or a mortgage lender,
property management,
lo que sea, whatever this is. Presumably, you would like the HOA because it creates uniformity for the neighborhood, and it can also create a sense of representation for the neighborhood, so that if the neighborhood keeps a baseline property value, then you are guaranteed to not lose money on your property, and you are also guaranteed to know that the people around you are also running through the same rules and incentives to make sure that the neighborhood value goes up. If the neighborhood value goes up, then that means more funding for your local school that is on there, to your local high school that is on there, better money for roads and sidewalks, better money for like public the median trees and the public funding that goes into that. That means that the Kroger that's down the street is gonna probably talk to corporate headquarters and say, hey, this place is looking nice and your Kroger look dusty, so they're gonna get the 2-story Kroger, the HEB with the first floor parking lot instead of like all the parking lots outside, right? Like the one in Midtown or in the Heights, right? Like so. That's what I presumably I would say that it probably starts with some sort of some form of HOA, right? However, let me take my corporate hat off and let me get my landowner hat on. I thought this was Texas. I thought I could do whatever I want with my land. What the problem is? You know what I mean? Now, I'm gonna say it just off the top. I'm a liberal. In Texas, in a predominantly liberal cities, where I have 2 properties, right? So it's not like I have to deal with this specifically, but like, as much as annoying as it is for the Trumper to have his fucking giant Trumps all on their lawn, fucking waving it around and shit, as annoying as that is, I kind of want them to be able to do that.
Well, in my head,
you know?
First things first, let me ask you one question.
Okay.
You think River Oaks got an HOA?
Hell yeah.
They got a good HOA, you think?
I'm sure they have the HOA.
Like, just random question.
River Oaks got their own police department.
They got their own police department?
Yeah. It would be like Second Ward Police Department, but River Oaks. River Oaks got a country club inside River Oaks that only people from River Oaks can be a part of.
Weird. I mean, I guess
in River Oaks. It's in the Heights.
Shows up in Memorial.
No. River Oaks is this tiny little section. The part of the bayou runs through it.
Yeah.
River Oaks got a country club that only people from River Oaks can be a part of, or you can't even show it up. You can't even knock on the door.
You don't even know where it's at.
And you don't even know. I mean, you kind of know where it's at, but like it's there. And then so River Oaks got that. And then on top of that, they have their own police department.
That's awesome shit.
That's crazy.
Mira los riquitos.
For real. George W. HW. HW out here. So they got their own, they got everything, but to tell themselves. I had a client that was building a house in River Oaks, so I went and I parked for too long.
Like little meerkats.
Yeah, they just pop up like. Perdón, I'm here. I gotta do this job. My bad, blah, blah, blah. Then I had another friend whose parents lived in River Oaks, and they were throwing like a party or whatever. And before the party, the people had to tell all their neighbors that they're having a party so that they don't get the police on them. Because there was going to be cars parked on the street. I'll talk about it later.
Okay, y luego tú.
River Oaks 100% has a HOA.
That's cool.
The HOA is the police. But like also the HOA.
But I feel like the HOA there like doesn't have the kind of rules that they have because them motherfuckers build the houses.
100% they have the rules because.
But they built the houses however they want. There is no like specific facade that they have to keep up.
No. So like in the suburbs, the HOA is uniformity probably. The HOA is like tu casa has to look like my casa.
But they got enough money out there to be like, nah, G, we're not finna say that.
The HOAs in like super rich neighborhoods like the Heights or like in River Oaks, Memorial. You can have like a traditionally like Spanish colonial home, or you can have like a modern home, or you can have this and that. But like your grass gotta be cut. But like your you know what I mean? You gotta tend to your acre. You gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta have certain, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's part of the value also, because like if you walking down River Oaks and you're seeing all these, you know.
You could comfortably walk and
all your
run
senators' houses and stuff. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you see a house that's dusty with the grass all the way hasta acá. Like, you're gonna look at that and be like, who lives there?
Yeah.
And it's gonna make everybody else be like, bro, what? Who's the
owner of this place?
Yeah.
Somebody gonna clean this up.
But like, I don't care. I want people to be able to do whatever they want with their land.
I think, and I think, like you said, we live in Texas. So, as a Texan, in my head, I'm a very moderate Texan. Like, I'm very much.
You're probably center of the road.
Very center of the road.
I would say socially, you're more liberal, though.
Socially, I'm more liberal, but there are a lot of or not a lot, but there are some conservative values that I'm like, I fuck with that. Like, I fuck with it. I'm not gonna tell you what they are, but I fuck with them.
Come at me.
Sí,
Latinos are low key conservatives
Latinos
for sure.
More, I mean, low key they do. Like, it's not, we are grounded in a highly Catholic, conservative countries. All of them, every single one of them. But and they'll do it. Pero whatever. On that note, I agree with you. I feel like it's stupid. Like, why we should be able to just
I'm gonna tell you why
do what you gotta do in your house, and that's fine, even if that means that you gotta have a little trompito flag outside. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, go ahead, go off. Like, I mean, you ain't finna bother me, and I'm not finna bother you, so it's all right.
I'm gonna tell you why I think it's unfair. Because we pay taxes. If you're already taxing my land, and I have to pay X amount of taxes a year as property tax, and then you're gonna tell me what I can and can't do on my land, bruh. The libertarian in me is like, where's my gun? You know what I mean?
Yes.
The libertarian in me is like, how? You're already taxing it. I'm already paying you.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I've got a house here in Houston, and I'm about to. Well, if I buy something in Austin, it's probably gonna be like a condo. It's probably not gonna be a house first. But regardless, like, I'm paying top quality, big city dollar.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna sit here and tell me I can and can't do this? Luckily for me, the house that I have here in Houston does not have an HOA. But
can it get an HOA?
I don't know.
Can you get an HOA after it's already been like?
I think like a member of the community has to be in charge of it.
I'm gonna walk up to that member's house and be like, "You better shut up.
You better be careful.
You better shut the fuck up.
You better be careful. If you smell tortillas, mind your business.
Cállese. No diga nada.
If we put up an elote stand right outside the house, don't mind your business. This is capitalism. This is free market capitalism at work. This is what keeps the rotation of the cash flow going in this neighborhood. You better mind your business.
You better support local businesses.
You better not kick out the chicharrón man that's on the bicycle outside. You better not kick out. You know what I mean?
Yo, they so modern now. They got little golf carts. Yeah, they got little golf carts. I be seeing them just, man. But them OG ones, them older ones, they still.
Don't be kicking them out. HOAs, don't be kicking them out. Those are entrepreneurs. They're the OG entrepreneurs. That's where we get our life and soul from. It's that granddad that gets up every morning, restocks his little small business on wheels, does R&D, buys the chicharrones, buys the paletas wholesale, keeps that shit cold for you, rides around the neighborhood,
cuts up your
fruit. Bro, shout out to the eloteros and the paleteros in the hood, bro. That's man, I miss y'all. That's what we need.
I saw people, they contratan a los eloteros for like birthday parties.
That's fire.
And they just like, they're like, I'll pay you for whatever we're using. I'll pay you for the whole day. ¿Cuánto te pago para todo el día?
That's fire.
And they'll be like, oh, just give me this much. And they earn more than what they would sell the thing for.
Yeah, because they actually get rid of their inventory.
Yeah, but they get rid of everything. And they're like, yeah, no, vámonos, échale. Y que todos agarren. They're like, oh yeah, 500 even or whatever. That's a lot to earn in a day.
For 100%.
For 2 hours. Or 3 hours or whatever.
Yeah. Fuck it up.
I would do that.
I'm about to become a paletero man from.
New special events paletero man.
Just me in Lakeway, in Austin, in Bee Cave, just with the. Ya van chicharrones. Hey, it's late. You had a long day, sir. You want a raspa?
Not the accent.
Sir?
Sir?